Hello beautiful people, welcome back. It's underscore Gintu, back again to the roots. Today I'm not feeling so much well because of some flu, and also I've got some of let's talk about some affections and to my lungs a little bit because of inhalation and something else. So guys, keep on praying because only God knows what is happening. So thank you very much guys for you watching every time and then. So as whenever I come up with any content you are just watching, thank you very much from wherever you are, from USA, Canada, Barbados, talk about Japan, China, wherever you are guys, France, Texas, Cuba, wherever you might be. So South Africa, Africa here, talk about Kenya, wherever you are. Thank you very much for you supporting me and watching always the videos coming from this area of Nyabuhanse. So guys, today I'm just with my chicken here, and now they have just grown up a little bit from this position, as you can just see them here. I'm trying, it's now in the evening time, I'm trying to make sure that they are eating the last meal so as they can just go and sleep as everything is in concern. So today guys, I'm going to be talking about the journey, how I've just reached up to this position, because it's not something that you can just talk about. It's my power, it's from you supporting me and also making sure that things are coming outside here. What do you want? What do you want? What? I have some dogs here. Everything is possible guys. So today I can now check guys. I have I don't know, these people who just sold me some chicken, I don't know what is just happening to me, because these guys here, I don't know the selection, if they don't know how about the selection, because I have much of the cocks here than even I talked about. I want to have some layers, but from the outlook here you can even check on yourself guys, from this position, male are much more than even the female, like this one here. You can even see the red ones are so much because they have the top side reddish things. You can even check them, the cocks ones. So they are small, but they have just you can even think they're now old enough for them to so I'm just wondering. So because I was expecting much about having them into layers stage, but by now I have more of the cocks. So you can just give me the acknowledgement. What can I do? Will I select and get the cocks around from this position? Because now the female ones are now being bigger, and I hope things are coming very better from this position. So you can even see the cows are now back because it's in the evening section. And guys, it has been a while because the journey has been too much, and me coming up and getting such kind of a structure to this position. So for the first time whenever the chicks came guys, this kind of an outlet outward, this extended outward here, it was not available during whenever I just brought some of the chicks here. But due to consideration of much consideration, I knew that I should give them, because I had left this position vacant, but we had much of the wind, because wind is coming from the eastern part to the western part. So we had much of the wind coming inside here, and the chicks were a little bit smaller, so I thought that they were being affected much. So that's why I decided to cover this position here, and I got it from one of my friends who are just around here, and he told me these chicks might be suffering from much cold condition, and you might subject them to much of the diseases like pneumonia, and you know about that one. So that's why now you can even see I sealed this position. But this place here that is just naked a little bit is whenever I was making sure that this place is very clean, I made sure that I have to remove this kind of a sack from this position, so as it can allow air to get in, because during that day it was very dirty. So to this position by now, they are now, hey, what's the problem? They're just climbing on the bucket, and whenever it falls down so they just rush. So some of them look very small, some of them look very young, some of them look very big. So you can never know what's happening, because even like this one here, it has not developed much of what's the problem? Hey you, has some jokes here. Why are you making noise in my video? Hey, get out, get out, go out. Yeah, thank you. So they are trying to bring some challenges here. You know, these are our Gen Zs we have in Kenya, the coco dogs. So you have to bear the circumstances whenever it comes to mating, so they can mate anywhere, regardless of whoever is there, whether a child, whether an elder, whoever is there, they have that habit. So this is not town. Hey, this is not town. So guys, that's how things are just moving outside here. And I have a challenge of some are small, some are big. I don't know if the brand is that's how that brand of such kind of the species that I just got, which is improved, chicken improved. But some look so big, guys. Look at even this one here. They look big. Those ones are going in. Look at even this one here. It looks so big, but you can even check. Look at this one here. It looks small. Look at this. It looks small. So they are of different stages, and I don't know why. And they're subjected to same condition. They're subjected to same food. They're subjected to same treatment. They're subjected to same climatic changes, and also whatever is just changing, whatever we want, climatization, everything is just put in consideration. I don't know why, but whenever I look at my dogs and my cows, like these cows here, they look very the same, because I just bought them the same, despite this one is a little bit bigger. But this one that's lying sleeping here, and these two here, I bought them, well, they were just of the same size, but they are growing of the same size. You can even check right now here. And this one that's lying down here, this was a little bit bigger than the others. So I don't know what's the problem with such kind of the chicken today. You can just say to it, because I can just rate this as an experience, because even the fish that I rear, you can find that you bring the same stock, same size, same condition attached to them. Oh, the small one has just got out. Oh, it's now enjoying. It's now enjoying. So it's so enjoying. So whenever I was talking about whenever I get some fish, so the fish, whenever you bring them onto the fish pond, whenever you bring them, you go and select which kind of the fish you are going to take from the hatchery. So whenever you bring it, you just find that you stock them very well. Climatization, you do it very well. So whenever now it reaches a time of you throwing there some food, giving them food, always you find that sometimes you can get some are big, some are small. I don't know why. Hey, this chick has a problem a little bit. So there's this white chick has a problem of eyes, so that's why I selected it to be outside. So from this other side, you can even see it's a little bit blank. So it has a problem with an eye, because hey, what do you want? Okay, no problem. So this chick has a problem with an eye. You can even check it from this position. So I just selected it out, because even the white one, look at even this white, guys, because it was in the same size the way it is right now, and it is not even growing like the others, because it was bigger than even these ones here. But look at this size of this chicken here, and see the size of this white one here. It's very small. I don't know, there's a person who told me in the comment section that the white one never grows. I really thank you, because you are the one who changed my thoughts. Hey, you want to kill this one? Hey, today here things are not good. Hey, everyone wants to determine how best it is. So let me take this small come. Look at the eye, guys. So the eye is a little bit now coming out, because I've been treating it. So I went and was given much of a look at this. I was given this. It is called at our tablespoon. Yeah. It's called what's the name? Because maybe somebody has tampered with it. It is Alstray, and I just treated them with this one. So because of an eye, because I gave them all, because it might be affecting them all, and I make sure that I treat them before things get worse. This cow, it must come to the so it wants water. It need water, exactly. So I did it because I just experienced whenever you have such kind of a project, you know guys, I've been doing this because even whenever you talk about even the fish, you have to be observative, and also you have to be so determined that you want to do that. You have to observe it every time. So whenever I come here, I just saw that the white chick, it is now developing some of like tears coming out of the eye, and with a span of a day, I found that it's now becoming big. It was just expanding big, so I had to rush to the agrovet to check which kind of the medicine or a chemical, or talk about any injection that can even cure it. So I was given much of such kind of the medication, so as I can just treat them with it, and it was putting them into putting such kind of a treatment into water so that they can just uptake it. So by now I've just given them Newcastle 2 times, and also Gumboro 1 time. And now I'm gonna be going to check the injection that they're just subjected onto their hey, what's the problem with you? You are now a man, big man. You want now to seduce that lady. Hey, everything is very possible here. Even the cows knows. Hey, I'm here. Don't do that. Hey, hey. They don't want to see me out of this position. Get away. I chased you and you are coming back here. Hey, can you go, please? Go. Thank you. See you later. The other ones are just sleeping there. So guys, I'm having a little problem with them. That's why today I'm just speaking very slowly. And my sound, I don't know if the sound is so perfect coming out, because I have some tonsils and some chest pain, and I talked about sometimes being affected with dust and wind. Whenever I come out very early in the morning, I have that affections with the wind. So that's why you can even feel I'm just going yeah. So I was talking about the fish, guys. Let's go back to the fish, because I was talking about the fish because whenever you are bringing some species of fish, like the bright red tilapia, or bright, it's called bright black tilapia, you find that much of them, they are of the same size, like 5 grams and below. So whenever you bring them, you find that you subject them onto the water, and also you give them the essential food, and also a good environment, as the water has more of the concentration of oxygen, and much of the algae concentration onto that pond, and also phytoplanktons and zooplanktons are good onto that pond. So you'll find that some of them are growing bigger and some of them are growing smaller, despite that some people are talking about we have the monosex of male grow very quickly, yes, but even the female, but subjected to longer years. So that's how you can just dictate that hey, what do you want to do there? And you want it? Hey. So that's how things are just moving, because this fish will never grow of the same size and to that pond. And whenever you want to harvest, you will find that much of the fish are bigger, and some of them are smaller. And whenever you go for bringing such kind of the fish, you are given in a ratio of male to female, and it's of a ratio like 5 to 2, and some ratio of 3 to 1 in a ratio of male to female. But in such kind of a consideration, you will find that even male will be bypassing the female in terms of spawning time and something like that. So one day maybe I will just go to the fish, then I'll give you more about such kind of clarity. So today, guys, I have a story, because today I went to check for the fish, and I went and I took some fish from the company that sold me the fake fish. And today I went so as I can just do some interviews with them, and maybe they felt that I want to be exposing them a little bit, but I want to do the clarification that how are the fish sold that are dwarf, and why are they selling such kind of the dwarfs. So today I went so as I can purchase a little match to one of the person who sent me to go and bring him some of the it's called the fingerlings from that company, so as I can just go and check, because I asked them that do you have a bright black tilapia, and they told me, yeah, we have them, and we have 3 brand of them, because whenever guys you want to rear some fish, you have to consider which cages or which kind of a fish pond are you going to stock. And during that day that I just took, so as I have just recognized myself that they packed, because whenever you here in Korea and Nyabuhanse, I'm the only farmer who is practicing fish farming, and I have 3 ponds. So there's no one else who is having more than 2 ponds. So I'm the one who is having. So that day I just went and purchased more than 4,000 fish. So they were wondering, no one in Kurialand or in Nyabuhanse has much of the. So they thought that maybe I have some cages onto the lake, and they were associating me because I was giving them some tenders, taking some fingerlings from them. So they thought that I'm just working with the cages. So whenever they packaged that fish, because we took them with the Yamaro from that area, so the point was just one, that they packaged the ones that are reared in the cages onto the ocean or into the lake or onto the dam. And I was just wondering, why couldn't they ask me that which kind of fish you want to be packaged for? Because it differs from the cages, differs from ponds, it differs from tank ponds, differs from liners. Whenever you want to rear some of hey, what's the problem? So that's how I just got some challenge with them, because they gave me that are a little bit of dwarf, because whenever these people of China, whenever they want to produce such kind of the fish, so they go with the climate and also the water level, which is the ratio. The ratio has to be bigger, and also oxygen concentration has to be high. So whenever you have such kind of my ponds there, they have a low concentration of oxygen. Whenever you want to determine between a pond and you want to determine upon the ocean, which is the cages that are in the ocean and in the lake, so it differs, because the liners, we have liners, we have cages, we have earthen fish ponds, so they differ in terms of oxygen concentration. So like we start with the cages and to the ocean, whenever we have some waves, that even sometimes we have some waves of water coming from this position to the other position, so it dissolves much of the oxygen onto that water level, so as bringing much of the oxygen concentration onto that project. And such kind of the fish that must be there, they are the ones that will have much struggle, because of we have which can are there to the much risk, because the ocean has much of the things. You have oil spillage, you have so they want the brand that will accumulate such kind of the sins not to affect them so quickly, so they can even resist much of the diseases. So but they have a low growth rate. Whenever at the cages, they can even stay like 6 months. So those people even determined, if you want to sell some small fish, they have a period of time like 4 months or 3 months and above. If you want a big fish for transportation to other hotels or whatever you want, so that's how now they sold me such kind of the fish. And also, whenever I talk about the liners are the ones that they have the polythene, it's called a polythene bags down, or polythene papers down, so as they cannot drain water to the down a surface or the bottom, so as water can be retained there. The only thing is adding or topping up water. So those ones there, they have whenever it's a sunny time, because those kind of the liners are much of the black color. So whenever you just put their water, whenever it's a little bit heat, which is a sunny day, it can appear to have much of the hotness that will even water will be very hot onto that position. Or if there is a low water concentration onto that small liner, it will just get it to a scenario that water will be heated and it will just a little bit get warmer. And the more we have the limiting factors of oxygen concentration onto water. We have temperature, we have moisture, we have pH and such kind of them. So like temperature now is the biggest reason that it will limit oxygen concentration onto the pond. So the liners, they have a black, which is now black is absorbing heat, and whenever now sun lights on it, it means that we're gonna be having much of the tension that oxygen concentration might be low onto the fish pond. And that's why the liners, it has to be a little bit smaller and a high water concentration put inside there, as the volume of water will be much higher. Whenever sun lit on it, it cannot affect it much. And whenever we talk about the earthen fish ponds, due to it has its own water, maybe some people have the inlet and outlet, and which is just the inflow and outflow of water. So we have a new oxygen concentration coming in, and also we can just find that fresh water is coming, and the top side, which is just an outlet, which is an outflow of water, it's going out, which is now giving out the water, excess water that is maybe used already. So in that scenario now, we can just differentiate between the cages and the earthen fish pond, and also we have the liners. So that's how things are moving in fish production. But now come back to the chicken production here. This outrage here, it's more of a coverage that they can just feed from outside here. They can find themselves soil. You can even see here they are just scratching, and you can even see how they are scratching so that they can get their own grit, so as they can help them digest much of the food onto their body system. So by now here, I have loose soil, like to this position here. Sometimes I bring some sand soil, and also bring some millet husk, then I throw them here. So as whenever they want to scratch it, they can just scratch the soil and get much of let's talk about the grit, and it can help them to improve the digestion system. And to this position here, you can even see they are continuing with the scratching, because it's a loose soil, and everything is positioned, because I have 3 sections that they can just get grit, and to this position they can just get grit, and to this position they can get grit, and also to this position they can just get grit. So people from the comment section told me, oh, they need grit, you need to have some sand soil that will give them much of the digestion to go very quickly and also grow very quickly. And I decided to give them a natural resources, so as they can use or utilize such kind of the millet husk down here, and also the sand soil that I always bring it here, and whenever they take it, everything gonna be very fantastic. And also, guys, you can even see this area, how it looks like. It means that now they are growing above the recognition that they might now be jumping over through this position. So I have another net to this area. I want to be now putting it onto this position, so as it can cover up to that section, or I want to slant it towards the house that way, so as they cannot just jump out, because now they are trying to jump and get much tension that they can now get out from this position, but they cannot go far, because even there you can see that white one is just onto that position. It doesn't go anywhere because it has been put in one area that it has to be here. So whenever you put it out, it will just be loitering outside here looking for a space to come in. So it's not a bad issue that whenever they just jump, they want to not have much tension. So inside here, guys, we have some dogs here. Look at the dogs. Hey, this dog, it needs the food. So it needs that food of the chicken from that position, because that food it has sardines, because the chicken like much of the sardines, and I always combine them as an ingredient that will help to boost their immune system. We are providing much of let's talk about we have omega-3, we have omega-6. Omega-6 is from the fish, omega-3 is from the sardines. So whenever we provide them with sardines, we're going to be providing much of the minerals and also like the omegas. So sometimes I do use kales, so as they can provide them with the vitamin T and other minerals like iron and iodine, some like those ones. So which one that just the body needs them in a small quantity, so they are provided with the pigweed. Pigweed here we call it kalalu, and it has such much of such kind of the minerals that they need. And also sometimes they eat even blackjack. If you bring here blackjack, that is the green mother plant of blackjack, so it's gonna be eating it very good. So this cow here today, what do you want from a chicken? I don't know. So I always provide more of let's talk about even today, guys. I just decided that let me test another brand of the greens, if I can just see if they can just uptake them. Today I brought here it's called the sheen or cocoyam leaves. Then I just took pumpkin leaves, and also I took it's called the purple leaves. So whenever I brought them here, they ate everything. Even I can just show you the remains, guys. I'm not lying. Look at this. This is purple leaves. You can even see them here. They have been eaten. So the dashin, the kalalu, or the dashin, which is a cocoyam, it's eaten. It's nowhere to be found. Oh, it's here. Let me show you guys. Look at this. This is a dashin, which is I brought them here. So, but yeah, let me check this one. Yeah, this one is a remain of it's called pumpkin leaves. So I just tried to see if they can just take something else different from only kales every time and then, because I have much of the kales. So I just decided that today let me bring some different such kind of the greens. So I have decided I saw that they are just taking it in a way that is very good. So I might be putting this and that, so as I can experience much more. So it's now in the evening. You can even see it's now becoming darker, as you can even see at this house. They are now sleeping. I can just lit. I have a switch here. I can just lit here, so you can just see them. So they are now sleeping because it's now a sleeping time. So I want to be chasing them in, so as I can lock for them and make sure that everything is very fantastic because of the wind. Hey, we'll continue tomorrow. Exactly. So they are now in. So this one has for water. It's sometimes using it for water. So it can just stay here. Okay. Get in. Yeah, exactly. So I have to lock here and leave them stay inside here. You can even check them how they are. So this bulb, guys, it has much of the heat, so you can even see they like stepping there so as they can feel that heat. So here today I'm not sealing it onto this position because I want fresh air to come in, because I sealed everywhere. So for me to have much of the air coming in, I had to leave it this way, because they are now grown ups, and they won't be having much of the tension with the let's talk about much of the wind maybe affecting them. So I know that everything is possible. You can even tell me if it's possible, so as I can just let it open that way, because we need much of air to get in. They might be having much of affection, because whenever I was picking the sawdust that was old there, I found that it has much of the smells out of that position. So I decided that let me now not seal this place, because I want fresh air to go in whenever they're just congested there, and whenever you have some sickness like the ones that this chick has, which is having a problem with an eye. So I decided that let it now be open, so as they can feel the vibe inside there. So guys, that's now the end, coming to an end of this video, as I'm just hey, you are now here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So this was my first chick, guys, that I came out with this position, and I like it because it was the only chick that I just got for the first time, and you can just remember it. I like it, so I have to put it stay onto my back here. Stay it here. Woo, doesn't want to leave me. Yeah, exactly. So you can now see it very well from that position. That's why I'm just talking about hey, I like this friendship, guys, because whenever you have a friendship with these ones, I was about to end the video, but I get it. You know, guys, whenever you have such kind of a project, you have to feel the vibe, and also you have the cows here, you have the dogs there, you can even check them. You have a helmet, have it's for milking, and I have now chicken here, so I can just feel the vibe, because even whenever I go to a shamba, which is whenever I go to eat, and tomorrow I might be now transferring some of the seedlings to a seed bed, as tomorrow is on Monday, working hours and working days. So I like this vibe, because even this chick, it was the first time, it doesn't leave me. It's like my dog. So whenever I just walk there, just it's coming, and I like, because it's now recovering from the sickness, but it's not growing. I don't know why, and I just let it loiter outside and get the vibe. But it's a little bit coming to an end of I don't know which this type is, because they have a poor growth rate. I can just tell that as a fact, because it was the first one to come, and I was treating it like a queen. But now whenever I brought the others, they have now overtook it. So it's not growing so fast as I expected. So I have another chick there. I have another let me talk about hey, are you gonna be going out from this? Hey, go there now. It doesn't want to go. Look at this, guys. Hey, go. Okay. It doesn't want. Wow. Stay there, please. Exactly. Fantastic. Hey, why are you running? I have another hen here, and it has some chicks, so it's always tied, because here we have some eagles. They come here. Come here. It's always being thrown here, so as you can just stay here, so as whenever I just, it cannot lose this. Oh no. Can now walk to any position it wants, because I see it wants to feed extra feeds outside here. Even the puss now,
Who's now is here looking for food?
Everything looks for food, guys. Thank you very much, guys, for you watching the video from wherever you are, and I really appreciate, and also say that thank you very much for you supporting and always cherishing together as a team. Latest vibe and everything gonna be very fantastic coming out from this position. Keep it locked, keep it vibing, keep it coming. Everything is so fantastic. Keep it locked from wherever you are. Hey, outside here we have some German machine dogs. Dogs are from everywhere. Look at this. So I talked about we have Gen Z's demonstration. So you can see now the dogs. They have one of the small jet machine. Look at them. There are so many now. They're now rushing with a female down there. So that's the end of this video, saying that I appreciate to you always. I'm just saluting to you watching the video always. Pull up, keep it watching, keep it vibing.